Welcome back, you magnificent bastards, to the only game show that takes all that unsolicited bullshit advice you get and shoves it right back where it came from. This is Advice is Wrong, bitch. Oh boy, tonight we've got a real David versus Goliath clusterfuck for you. It's a tenant-landlord dispute so messy, so infuriating, it can only be settled right here on our stage. And the grand prize? A place to fucking live. Okay, let's dive into this shit show.
All right, let's meet our players.
In this corner, we have our plucky contestant, a tenant we're calling Detective Allan, who just knew some shady shit was going down. And in the other corner, weighing in at, well, a whole lot of bullshit, it's the house, corporate landlord Brookfield Properties and its merry band of fuck-ups. Okay, let's get right to it. The house's first piece of golden advice for our boy Allan: just shut up and sign the new lease with the massive, ballsy rent hike. So Detective Allan's lease expired, right? And he never signed their renewal offer because he had a few questions, reasonable ones. But it seems those questions got sent directly to management's go fuck yourself folder, never to be seen again.
But did that stop the house? Hell no. They just started debiting the higher rent anyway, racking up what Allan calculates as a nearly $27,000 overcharge. And here's the kicker, folks. That is probably illegal as hell.
And would you look at this? The house couldn't even be bothered to follow its own goddamn contract. They were supposed to send rent increase notices by certified mail. They didn't. And apparently, this little oversight affected over 200 other residents. Whoops. All right, let's move on to our next electrifying round. The house's advice on those janky-ass AC units? Oh, they're fine. It's all in your head, you crazy tenant.
But see, Detective Allan isn't just any tenant. He's an electrical engineer. So he whipped out his tools and found one of his AC units was sucking down 9 amps of power while it was switched completely off. That's not just a little trickle, that's a goddamn energy vampire.
So instead of, cooling the air, the unit was secretly a space heater, blasting out air at 110 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not kidding. A neighbor's plant sitting next to an identical unit literally got cooked to death. And this little feature, it was costing him an extra $700 a month on his power bill for an AC unit that was supposed to be off. What a fucking bark.
The realty is that this seems to be a building-wide problem. And to actually fix it for everyone, we're talking a cool $4.5 million. Gee, I wonder why they'd rather just pretend it's not happening.
And now for my favorite round, the one where we follow the fucking money. The house's advice here? Oh, the power company? Metergy? They're a totally separate, independent company. Not our problem, bitch. Except, psych, it's not. Detective Allan did some digging and, what do you know, Brookfield, the landlord, also owns Metergy, the one and only power company tenants are allowed to use. If that isn't a huge fucking conflict of interest, I don't know what is. Oh, honey, get the popcorn because we have the receipts. A billing manager straight up admitted in an internal email that they accidentally sent to a resident that they were knowingly overbilling people. You cannot make this shit up. And it looks like a whole pattern of bullshit. Overcharging, shady advertising, illegal submetering, you name it. And when our boy Allan disputed his bill, did they investigate? Nope. Metergy sent him an urgent collection notice threatening to cut his power. The absolute balls on these people. So what does the house do when they're backed into a corner with all this evidence? They offer their final, desperate piece of advice. Get the fuck out. That's right. After Detective Allan started documenting everything and, God forbid, talking to other tenants, the house hit him with an eviction notice. A classic move. You might even call it retaliation. But our Allan didn't just roll over and die. Oh no, he went on the offensive. He decided to make this fight so public and so expensive for Brookfield that it would have been cheaper to just not be assholes in the first place. He got his neighbors organized. He created a united front of over 200 pissed-off tenants ready to challenge the house's bullshit and wave a massive class action lawsuit right in their face. So after all those brutal rounds, all that drama, who came out on top? Well, the legal case is still going, but let's just look at the scoreboard, shall we? Allan has gathered a mountain of evidence, exposed their whole shady operation, and applied so much pressure that he really got under their skin. In fact, one staffer whined in a message that, and I quote, "He's being a crick." We don't have the final verdict from the courts yet, but it does leave you with one hell of a question, doesn't it? Thanks for watching Advice is Wrong, bitch. Now go out there and fight the good fight.